guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are learning how to drive a rear wheel drive 2022 BRZ in the snow. As you guys can see, it's decently cold out. It's -4, which is actually not too bad for a Calgary day, but we've got enough snow and I finally found a spot that I can come learn how to drive my car. Now here's the thing, I've been a front wheel drive car owner, but this looks like a pretty safe place for me to come figure out how to drive rear wheel drive, figure out what this car's got going on, and make sure that I can drive safely in wintry conditions. Now I have done some things already to the car to make sure that it's winter ready, because I will be daily driving this in the snow. So the first thing that I did was got this car wrapped fully PPF. Now if you guys haven't seen that video, you can already go check it out. It's the one with the posh detailing. They wrapped the full front end. And then I also put on some winter tires. So we've got, I think, the GT radials. These are studded winter tires. I went with the 225/40 R18s and they fit pretty good. They even kind of stick out a little bit over the rim. Of course, the rear end gets a little bit squirrely. Hopefully you guys will be able to see some examples as we get going here. Let's start doing some donuts and figure out what this thing's all about. So one thing that's interesting that I did notice, when you start up this car and it's really cold out, it does look like they actually keep you dialed back to, you can only rev it up to around 5,000 RPMs. I'm assuming that's obviously to protect the engine, and once it warms up a little bit, it goes back to normal and you can drive the thing as it's meant to. The other thing is that I do have the kind of upgraded BRZ, which means we get the heated seats, which are super nice and they warm up quite well. And the other thing, if you guys are looking at winter driving, is that it actually gets really warm in here very fast. So I actually really only keep the temperatures around 21, 22, because when you're at 25, like, man, it's cooking in here. We've got the camera mounted in the back. We've got the GoPro here ready to rock and roll so you guys can see what the RPMs are looking like and all that fun stuff. Let's get this thing rocking and learn how to drive. I think it's gonna be fun to drift around a little bit. Of course, we gotta put it into track mode. We can take away all of the help. If we can turn it around. Yeah, boys! Alright, keep that going, keep that spin going. Oh, yes! Yeah, boys! Alright, let's see if we can extend it out a little bit. No, we don't want to hit any curves. Ah, a little bit oversteering. So much fun, oh my gosh. I'm going to try and get close enough to my camera. Front wheel, you always control it with like the brake or whatever, but this is all throttle. And it's nice because you can have fun in like slow conditions. Oh my god, I feel like a pro. Yeah, boys! That's my buddy Troy. What's up, brother? Yeah, boy.
Awesome. Hey, buddy. Hey, dude. That looks like I could join that circle. Huh. Oh, dude, rear wheel. Have I got track on?
No. It keeps giving something though, right?
It's ABS. That's full defeat.
Okay, so you have to hold this to actually turn it all the way off. And then you get all the off.
There we go. There we go.
Oh man, I've been driving it half cooked. Drift mode. Okay guys, so my good buddy Troy was just in the area because there's a car wash up here that we're about to go to. And he needed to wash his car, but instead he stopped by and decided to drift my car, which is great. He showed me that yes, you can put track mode on, which is awesome, but then you have to hold the traction control button for a while so that it'll actually turn all the way off. So I've been driving this whole time in kind of granny mode with the ABS still kind of kicking on and off on me. So we're gonna drift around just a little bit more, but then we're gonna go to the car wash, get this thing kind of cleaned up a little bit. And then we are gonna be putting on my first like modification. It's not really, but it's my first thing that I'm gonna like screw onto the car. Oh, that is so much better. Okay, let's go do a little drift. It's a pretty forgiving corner. So if we turn around, see if we can kick a little drift around this corner here. Get a little bit of traction going. Yes! Woo! Got pretty close to that front curb, but just had to kind of mash the gas, make sure we stuck it out. There's cement. Woo! Boys, this car is so much fun. Holy smokes, like taking off the traction control and really ripping on this thing, doing drifts, you feel so in control of this car. Points goes exactly where you want it. The throttle response is incredible. What else? The torque on this thing is everything you really need, especially in winter conditions. Of course, when you're just daily driving this thing, the torque actually off in first and second gear is probably more than you need. So I highly recommend getting studded winter tires if you're going to be wintering this thing. If you're not, I mean, if you've seen a lot of the other YouTubers online, there's lots of torque for you guys to have fun on the road, burning out in first and second gear and whatever. So if you're debating this car and you're debating wintering this car, it's a great time. We're gonna actually head to the registry because I've got a custom plate for this car I'm super excited about. I also learned this holds lenses really well. And if you guys haven't seen my last video with the Porsches in Hawaii, you should go check it out because we are doing a giveaway of these free well filters. They're pretty crazy cool. They've got like a magnetic thing on them. So you can go check out this post on my Instagram if you haven't already to see if you can win a set of these filters because they're really, really cool. Really great for creators like us or just anyone that wants to take photos of their cars or videos. So. So clearly, for those of you who have been wondering if you can winter daily this car, I hope that your questions have been answered because this car is actually a ton of fun in the winter. And yeah, just get a good set of tires. I picked mine up on a website called PMC Tires. I'll link it down below. They had tons of options, some budget friendly, some of the more expensive ones. Mine were decently budget friendly. They weren't crazy expensive. And then when it comes to spring, I'm actually in discussions with a really cool wheel company about getting a set of their wheels on this car. So lots to come with this car. We're obviously gonna try and lower it, put some wheels and tires on it, do a little bit of aesthetic stuff to it. But if the whole YouTube thing keeps going well, we will be building this thing out quite significantly. So make sure to subscribe, like this video because it all helps, you know, and then this car will just get bigger, better, meaner, cleaner, all because of you guys. Now, I do really hope that I can get a hold of an exhaust soon. I don't really want to go the obnoxious route. I'm not really into like super loud, super crazy yet. I think I'll keep like my first kind of stage of the build pretty clean, pretty cool. But from what I'm hearing, a lot of the exhausts in the older generations do play over well. So yeah, let me know what you guys think are some good options down below and I'll look into those as we start to build the BRZ out. So there you have it, guys, the first install on the Subaru BRZ. I don't know, the car creative license plate, hopefully it'll live on, hopefully it'll be passed on to many other cool cars, but yeah, as you guys can see, I'm really enjoying the Subaru BRZ, and if you want more interesting content like this, if you're into the BRZ, cameras, cars, video, that kind of thing, that's what we do here, feel free to subscribe, and otherwise I do hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace!